My birthday's on Valentine's Day, so 4 days before my birthday. He was like, yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow.
There's always two sides to a story. Her side, my side, and the truth, which you guys don't know.
Y'all, this has to be the most insane TikTok relationship drama of the year. So this TikToker, who goes by the name Morgan, thought she was in a loving relationship until one day she found out her boyfriend had cheated on her with 6 other women and dumped her just 4 days before her birthday. Loves, the drama in this story is too much. Netflix should make a telenovela after hearing the insane twists and crazy beef in this story.
I'm like, okay, whatever, like, go. He's like, tell me if you want to be in a relationship, because if not, like, I'm leaving. And I was like, no, go, like, whatever the I did not think he was gonna leave, okay?
So let's start from the very beginning. This is Morgan, and she had a boyfriend, and they were really a great couple. Their relationship was so good that Morgan herself admitted that she thought that they would get married.
I thought we were like gonna get married or whatever, but I think that when I got like pregnant, I became unattracted to him.
Now, one day Morgan and her boyfriend received news that they are expecting a child together, and the couple is overjoyed. But at the same time, Morgan and her boyfriend were living far away from her parents, so they decided to move closer to her parents' place in Michigan so she could be around her parents as she raised the baby. So Morgan and her boyfriend pack up their stuff and move to Michigan.
Having kids gonna be hard because my parents live in Michigan. So he was like, okay, let's just move up to Michigan. You can have help with your parents, whatever, da-da-da-da. We mutually agreed to come to Michigan.
But this turns out not to be good for their relationship. Their relationship went downhill quickly after the move, and they were both constantly fighting and getting angry at each other, and it wasn't pretty loves.
He gets like super depressed, I get super depressed because obviously like I'm towards the end of the pregnancy, I'm big as I just was not thriving. I wasn't happy at all. Like I left my job, I left my apartment, I left all my friends in Georgia. So anyways, we move up here. We just were not clicking. We were not getting along. He was being so mean to me, like seriously, just so mean. Like that's all that I can say.
Now, fast forward like a month after Morgan gave birth. Her boyfriend tells her some really shocking news.
My birthday's on Valentine's Day, so 4 days before my birthday. He was like, yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. And I can't explain it. But anyways, long story short, he's like, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, whatever, like go. He's like, tell me if you want to be in a relationship, because if not, like I'm leaving. And I was like, no, go, like whatever. I did not think he was gonna leave, okay? In the morning, he packed everything up and he left. He literally just like kissed Gianna and was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. He didn't take his clothes, he didn't take his shoes, he didn't take like anything. He didn't take his kid, he didn't take me. And he just like hopped on the road and drove back to Georgia.
Y'all, just 4 days before her birthday, Morgan's boyfriend allegedly told her that he wanted out of the relationship, like he was done. And to make matters even worse, he left Morgan to go and get back together with his ex. I mean, the audacity of this man is just so unbelievable.
And then this is 4 days before my 23rd birthday, so I was 22. Finally Valentine's Day rolls around, which is my birthday, 4 days after he ditched me. I found out he moved in with his ex.
So now, of course, when Morgan heard this shocking news, she thought her boyfriend was playing. Like, he couldn't possibly be serious. They just had a kid together like a month ago. But it turns out the guy was not joking. The guy woke up in the morning, kissed his daughter, and left. He didn't even pack his clothes. That's how fast he wanted to be out of there. And from that day onwards, Morgan and her child never heard from him again.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since. So it's just us now. We're just vibing together. I love her. If you guys see him, he's somewhere in Atlanta, so just let me know.
Now, even though she was completely heartbroken, the guy whom she thought she would one day marry had left her, Morgan wasn't just going to sit there and cry. So she decided to fully dedicate her time and attention to raising her child and being the best mom she could. So Morgan always had a very good sense of humor, so she decided one day to start making TikToks and sharing her journey as a single mother. Her TikToks soon blew up. She was getting thousands of followers every day, telling her stories about how a random man from Atlanta left her and her baby to get back together with his ex. And loves, I am telling you, people loved her stories. OMG, I am so sorry, but y'all are better off without the random man. I am so glad you're away from that man, but he makes for great stories. You know, you are doing so well in his absence. Keep strong, and I am sorry that you were so disrespected. It may be hard now, but you dodged a bullet. You're a great mom.
It's too much hot outside to carry a kid everywhere. I'm about to cry. My sweating. I don't know if milk is leaking from these or if it's boob sweat that I feel on me, but I'm hot. She can't walk nowhere. She don't even have on shoes if she wanted to. It's too hot. I got on this. I couldn't even zip the damn bag. I got on these 3 bags. I got this random kid from Atlanta just attached to my hip all summertime. This is not the outfit that I sent her in, by the way. She came home from daycare. This is not her shirt. Where is her bow at? Gee, where did you put your bow at, GD? Where?
Now, as it turns out, one of the thousands of people who were seeing Morgan's viral TikToks was her ex, or as Morgan loves to call him, the random man from Atlanta.
One thing I have to inform you about my beautiful child's mother is her parents told me Morgan lies so good. Morgan can sell goddamn ice to an Eskimo. You hear me?
Now, this guy was he didn't like how Morgan was talking about him in her videos, so he decided to make a video setting the record straight about everything. He revealed that Morgan was lying about him and he wasn't a deadbeat father. The random man from Atlanta opened up and admitted that the reason he left Morgan was that he wasn't comfortable when they moved to be closer to Morgan's parents. He said that it wasn't right what he did, but Morgan also wasn't easy to deal with, and that's why he left.
You guys have to understand, I accept my responsibility as far as I let the pressure get to me with everything that we had going on. I was the first one to go viral. Morgan never was viral. So I was in a time where I wanted to change my life. I was in the street selling drugs, you know. That's the type of Morgan liked.
Random man from Atlanta also said that he didn't disappear and that he tries to call Morgan and his daughter every day, and actually it's Morgan who doesn't pick up his calls. Now this is when he dropped so seriously shocking news that nobody saw coming. Loves, he revealed that he didn't just have one kid. He had a total of 6 kids, all with different women.
So knowing that Gianna was my 6th kid, I wanted to be different from my other 5.
I am sure when Morgan heard this news, her world was shaken to its core. Now, here is where it gets interesting because the random man said that he cared for Morgan so much that he gave up seeing his other children for over 2 years because he wanted to focus on making things work with Morgan. Imagine being one of his other kids and hearing your dad say that he intentionally gave up seeing you. I mean, that's gotta hurt, Loves. He continued by saying that he had an entire plan of opening up a business so that he could provide for Morgan and his child, but he had to sacrifice that when Morgan said she wanted to be closer to her parents.
So knowing I had a clothing line going, picked up a new trailer from a concrete business, my mind was in the entrepreneur mode. And I sacrificed all that for us to move to another city and state. I did that.
To make things even worse, he said that the only reason Morgan was blowing up and getting famous on social media was because of him. Random man said that when he was together with Morgan, she didn't have a social media following, and that only after she started sharing stories about him is when she started getting followers. He then proceeded to tell Morgan's followers to stop dragging his name through the mud, saying that he's a deadbeat father when actually he loves caring for his child. He even shared screenshots of his Cash App where he showed that he allegedly sent Morgan $16,000 for the upkeep of their child. However, this didn't go down as he expected because Morgan came out and exposed him, saying that in fact the Cash App screenshot he shared was actually Morgan's money that he was using. Morgan revealed that he didn't give her anything, like at all.
Video 1 is pretty much a screenshot of a Cash App transaction that was seemingly between him and Morgan, right? Because he wanted us to believe that he sent this girl $16,000, trying to make it seem like he is financially taking care of his child, even though he physically is not there. However, my good sis Morgan came with the receipts, the real receipts, and wasted no time shutting that down and pretty much told us that that man stole her Cash App card. And then every time he was using it, he was letting her know, like, about to use the card, about to use the card, about to use the card. So no, that money was not going toward the child that he left in any type of way, shape, or form.
Not gonna lie, I am sure the random man from Atlanta was expecting things to die down after he came out to set the record straight, but what happened next was definitely the last thing he would have wanted, because his world was about to be turned upside down. Remember when random man revealed that he had 6 kids? Well, you know who happened to see the video? All the other baby mamas, and they weren't pleased with the things he was saying. So one by one, they decided to make videos exposing him as a deadbeat dad.
So that random man in Atlanta is my baby daddy too. So I'm baby mama number 2, and I'm here to say that everything Morgan's saying is true, and just how she was pregnant with their daughter and he had someone else pregnant. Similar situation with me.
I'm baby mama number 1, by the way.
Turns out that they all had a similar story to Morgan. They had a kid with random man from Atlanta and he just dumped and left them. He didn't even bother to check up on his kids, let alone give them child support money. Here is where this story gets even wilder. As random man's baby mamas were each revealing themselves, his first and second baby mama made a shocking discovery. Their children were born just 8 days apart.
My son has a brother that's 8 days older than him. And yeah, he doesn't call. He hasn't called. He doesn't help with anything. He never has, probably never will. And yeah, everything Morgan's saying is true.
We do got little boys, and both of our boys are 8 years old, and they are 8 days apart.
Do you know what that means? Random Man was cheating on these two women at the exact same time. Like, he would go and spend time with his first baby mama and then make up an excuse and go spend time with his second baby mama, and this went on for a very long time. Now, all of Random Man's baby mamas were posting TikToks identifying themselves, but there was one who didn't post a video. His fifth baby mama. She took her time revealing herself, but when she did, I am telling you, she brought the drama.
All right, so Lil Baby just tried to post, that give y'all thanks, thank me. You can't thank me because that's not my shirt. So whoever that was cheating on you with, because let me inform you, 2019, I was involved with that. So really, it's the other way around if you want to be technical. The nigga cheated on me with you.
So after baby mama number 5 revealed herself, she immediately started beefing with Morgan because of one of her TikToks. Turns out one day when Morgan was in a hurry, she picked up a random shirt, but she soon realized it wasn't hers. She learned that it belonged to baby mama number 5, and Morgan suspected that the shirt belonged to the person Random Man was cheating on her with, and she assumed it was baby mama number 5. But baby mama number 5 wasn't too pleased about being called a cheater, so she decided to drop some more shocking news to make this drama-filled story even messier. Baby mama number 5 revealed that, first of all, she was with Random Man from 2019, and Morgan began her relationship with Random Man in 2021. So in fact, Morgan was actually the other woman because she was in a relationship and Morgan came along afterwards, and Random Man cheated on her with Morgan.
He cheated on you with me? No, baby. I've been around, so please do your math, okay?
And do you know what makes the situation even worse? Morgan was in a relationship with Random Man for 2 years. That means for 2 years, Random Man was cheating on these two ladies at the same time, just like he did baby mama number 1 and 2. Then baby mama number 5 dropped an even bigger bombshell. She said if that shirt wasn't hers and it wasn't Morgan's, it could only mean one thing. Random Man had another lady. This means he was actually cheating on 3 ladies for God knows how long, all at the same time. I don't know how, but somehow this story just continues to have more shocking twists and turns. Now, one day Morgan was just chilling, trying to catch a break in the middle of this never-ending drama. Then she received a phone call, and by the end of the call, she was almost in tears.
Something tells me that Beyonce is in the studio right now working her tail end off trying to make this 6 baby mama song inspired by me. What Beyonce doesn't know, and what's very important for Beyonce to know, is that I just got a phone call from baby mama I don't even know. First time hearing about her ever today. She came with the receipts and the proof, and I am not the first baby mom. I am not the second baby mom. Beyonce, I'm not the 3rd baby mom. I'm not the 4th baby mom. I'm not the 5th baby mom. Beyonce, I am not even the 6th baby mom. Beyonce, make sure you tell these folks I am the 7th baby mom and sing that song so good.
So apparently, remember how Random Man said he had 6 kids with 6 different ladies? Turns out he lied. The guy actually had 7 kids. That's right, 7 kids with 7 different ladies. This meant that Morgan wasn't actually baby mama number 6 as she thought. She was baby mama number 7. Morgan's life must be so upside down right now. To go from thinking a guy was going to marry you and you two would spend the rest of your lives together, to him dumping you after you had your child, to then finding out he had 7 children with other ladies, that has got to hurt, I tell you.
This man was anonymous. His ex, which he met when she was 19 years old and he was 30, went through painstaking efforts to not reveal his name, but rather call him a random man from Atlanta, and use specifically the city of Atlanta because of how anonymous he could be. And he not only outs himself and reveals a prior location where he lived, now there's like 6 to 7 other baby mamas.
Now, as far as Random Man in Atlanta, during all this time, he was sharing screenshots of messages from Morgan where she said that she misses him and that she wanted them to get back together. But Morgan came out and set the record straight. Morgan admitted that yes, she had indeed sent him a bunch of messages saying that she wanted to get back together with him, but this was just after he had left her, and she was still heartbroken. Morgan admitted that on the day he left her and her child to get back together with his ex, Morgan said she called him close to 80 times trying to get him to come back and work work things out.
This is so embarrassing to say, but I dropped to my knees begging him to stay because I was so scared. I had only been a mom for 30 days. I was straight out of a C-section, so I couldn't even like move around. Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah, so he just left. Like, and I remember I probably called him like 80 times before he hit Ohio, okay? Yeah, I think he was like blocking me like most of the time. So I just had no contact with him for most of the drive there, which really sucked because I was like sitting in my room like literally like, should I die now? But no, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Don't do that.
But as of now, Morgan says that it's actually Random Man that's in her DMs trying to get her back. Random Man is trying so hard, even shared a screenshot where he apparently saved an elderly lady. I think he's trying to show the world that he's a changed man now that everyone thinks he's a deadbeat dad. Loves, what do y'all think about this whole drama? Has Random Man really changed, or is he just trying to make it seem that way because now he's been exposed? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments.